Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We kick off our second round of the A block action with Kenta, and it looks like whoever messed up the Tron last week has indeed been dealt with.
Thank God. I think Kenta might have actually attacked him. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. But yes, Kenta returning to the ring for his second round match. Unsuccessful against the founder of the Bullet Club, Finn Balor, in his first round. And hoping to potentially get on the board, so to speak.
Yes, looking to pick up the momentum that he might have dropped off in the first round. But I think if he's gonna lose to anyone, I think Kenta's gonna be okay with losing to another Bullet Club member.
I mean, there's kind of like an honorary thing to it, isn't it? Well, passing the torch, but just yeah. Either way, respecting the elders. Still, Kenta, formidable opponent, should hopefully do well in this contest. And his opponent, of course, successful in his round one match with Sami Zayn. It's the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre.
Yes, although we still may have to put an asterisk next to that first round win with Johnny Gargano's random interference.
I mean, there's a lot we could put asterisks next to. Let's not go down the slippery slope.
As the way seemed to just be like determined to screw up the tournament after not being picked.
Yes, in fact, didn't Candice also screen round one of Group B?
Yeah, so it definitely seems like the way are not happy with not being picked for the tournament.
Yes, we've had to ensure extra security to hopefully prevent the Gargano way from coming tonight. Either way, McIntyre, strong as ever. And to be fair, regarding the Gargano interference, Sami still put on a hell of a fight.
Yeah, Sami Zayn was able to power through that interference, but did end up coming short, getting taken out with the Claymore. One of the stronger knockout shots in this block alone, and this block also has Shawn Michaels. So
Yes, Shawn Michaels. But that is just the nature of the beast. We head into round two. As the match will be getting underway, our referee, as always, Kenny. He's out with a thunderous set of offense from Drew, but being countered into a single leg drop kick there by Kenta.
A lot of back and forth strikes to kick up this one. We do know both of these men have a powerful striking game.
Indeed, both known for their legs as well, in the form of the Claymore and Go to Sleep. Both using the lower leg advantage. See a Lufas press from Drew McIntyre.
Just hammering in the shots. Looking to get an early advantage.
Looks to be going for a grapple, standing against it, going for a strike.
Kenta surprisingly not wanting to take things to the outside just yet. Like, I would have imagined Kenta probably being the one to thrive more on the outside. Might be having some technical difficulties on my partner's microphone end.
No, I'm just trying to. It appears that Gargano was trying to get on the mic. Had to stop him.
Okay, right. Well,
totally. But as we were proceeding, submission technique there by Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, it's looking to just wear away at Kenta.
Yeah.
Take out some of the balance. Maybe take out some of the power, make it so he can't lift him up for the GTS.
Yes, I mean, it's a very wise tactic. You want to try to stop your opponent's finisher at any cost. This is an endurance contest, and there'll be many more chances to go with that route. Kind of with the pin. You gotta think there's a psychological advantage with McIntyre, though, right?
McIntyre does indeed have the momentum advantage. Again, just knocking Kenta to the outside.
Seems as though perhaps McIntyre getting a bit more comfortable, knowing that the 20 count's happening. Looked like he was going for a BL, got countered.
Saito suplex on the bigger man. Popping the hips, using the momentum to carry him over.
Now, this must be said, this is a David and Goliath contest in many ways. McIntyre both heavier and taller than his opponent, but Kenta definitely has experience on his side. So we'll have to see if that experience cashes in as McIntyre go for the clothesline and then deadlifting Kenta into a powerbomb.
McIntyre's fired up now. This is the stomp.
This is how it all goes. McIntyre feeds on momentum. He's a very much stay in one lane and focus kind of guy. Looks like he was perhaps trying to go to sleep of his own. Kenta not allowing it though.
Kenta's not falling for that. Kenta just telling McIntyre to get back in the ring.
An interesting tactic. Kenta showing off the strength of a sit-out powerbomb into a pin. Only a 1 count. Kenta bringing a power game. Very surprising, considering.
Gets hit with the Glasgow kiss.
That's ferocious headbutt. Third in strength. It's only the Tongans and the Samoans. McIntyre continuing the brutalization, stomping his opponent's face into the floor.
It looks like he's setting it up. This is how he won his first 2 points.
It might win him his other 2. Claymore connects. On the count 2, Kenta's out. The Claymore claims yet another opponent in Group A. And not only that, puts Drew McIntyre into the lead.
Yes, Drew McIntyre, the first person to make his way to 4 points.
Very strong technique in the Claymore, momentum, and just sheer force that McIntyre can put behind it. It's connecting to the jaw. I foresee it's going to be quite the technique going forwards, especially since it has previously eliminated Sami Zayn.
So I imagine the Claymore will be looking to take out a lot of the competition with that, and hopefully winning all of the rounds. I'm sure a lot of people would be happy to see Drew McIntyre sweep the bracket.
Yes, McIntyre has been putting on a hell of a performance so far. 2 wins to his name. Quite the start heading into round 3. Hopefully he can carry that momentum, just keep winning. But for now, he's more than content, just basking in the glory. Fans cheering. This is what it's all about.
Just managing to cut off Kenta anytime he tried to pull up momentum and hits the Claymore for the 3.
Well, Alex, it's time for the women's side of things. And it appears we're starting off with Sonya Deville.
Yes, not happy at our loss in the first round. Gonna shift momentum back into her side.
Indeed, for those trying to catch up, Sonya Deville was unsuccessful in beating Shayna Baszler in a, well, we could say MMA-inspired contest.
Yes, certainly hard-hitting contest was their first round matchup.
Yeah, Sonya hopefully, at least hoping to change gears and perhaps pull a victory. Though that might be tough against arguably the underdog of the women's Group A.
Some people were calling it an upset, but I don't know how much I agree with that. But
I mean, to be fair, it was against someone you do not like.
that is true.
But a lot of people, I think, underestimate Zelina Vega. She is not a novice. She has wrestled for over a decade. Literally starting in 2010. So she has the knowledge on how to carry themselves in the ring. So it could be anyone's contest here.
Again, we look at we look into the clash of styles. We have the MMA style fighting versus the lucha libre style.
Indeed. The thing is, I think Sonya has some knowledge against high flying as well. Something we might have to look into because, contrary to what people don't know, sorry, just going to wait for the pin there. Sonya was trained by Lita, who was a dab hand at the top rope, should we say. So you have to think Sonya might have a counter for the lucha style of Zelina Vega.
And similarly, Zelina has a very, very good mean streak, a very, that those strikes and those hard-hitting offense isn't out of Zelina's wheelhouse, so.
That is true. The other thing is she does have support in the tournament. Not in her own group, but Andrade is in Group B. Perhaps watching Vega. Perhaps pointing out ways to strategize. As Sonya goes for the strikes. Bit of a Hurricane Rider head scissors there by Zelina Vega.
Tossed into the ropes. Caught with the black elbow, but caught into a flapjack against the ropes.
Yeah, you do not want to be stun gunned against the ropes. Throat hitting them. They are not soft.
Force the head.
Zelina. Looks like Sonya have quickly getting out, bringing in that MMA knowledge. Beautiful hip toss.
Zelina regaining momentum with the arm wringer, but Sonya taking momentum back again. Modified neck breaker.
You have to think perhaps Sonya's a bit more relieved with this draw. Yes, she was confident going against Baszler last round, but to be fair, that was in many ways considerably.
Triangle.
That's a surprise triangle there by Sonya, bringing Zelina Vega to the right side of the ring.
Yeah, looking to choke her out. Might be a little close to the ropes, but
not quite for the arm that's free, however. She trapped in that right arm.
yeah, Sonya breaks the hold. What's she looking for here?
Beautiful kick. Vision right on the chest. Looks to capitalize. As Deville puts points on the board for herself. Deville picking up the steam from where it was left off.
Yeah, beautiful kick to the midsection, just driving out what little wind was left from the triangle choke, and Zelina just not able to answer the pinfall.
Yes, it was definitely a very small offensive plan. Very well strategized with the time limit. As Deville takes a victory lap, having finally joined the points club, so to speak. Congratulations to Sonya Deville. And here we go with another contestant looking to put points on the board in the form of the health if I can speak English, the best high-flying individual arguably in the tournament, Ricochet.
That's fantastic talent. It's definitely one of those talents that were on both of our radars when we came to the draft.
Yes, unfortunately, he was not able to pick up a victory against his last opponent, the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, but still put on a hell of a match. Must be said.
Certainly one of the more impressive matches of the first round.
Yes, by far, I believe one of the longest in round A as well. I could be wrong on that, but did definitely feel it.
Yes,
Either way.
though with not momentum not exactly on his side, he is looking to push through and start building some momentum, pick up his first 2 points.
Most definitely tonight could be the night. Ricochet still someone to look out for in the tournament, most definitely. Not someone to count out. And here's a man looking to perhaps join the 4-point club with Drew McIntyre. The gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, that's another one of those that people was talking about, saying very much could have been argued is an upset victory.
I mean, definitely against the Samoa submission machine. But to be fair, people need to realize that Shelton is not just a mid-carder, he's a veteran in his own right. You know, veteran knowledge played into the victory, I would argue.
Yeah, Samoa Joe, we did see making a few mistakes, which we will probably talk more on in Samoa Joe's match.
Most definitely, but for now, this match could turn out to be quite exciting. Both good high flyers, especially Benjamin when he was younger.
Yes, this could be a very athletic contest.
Benjamin, of course, being Brock Lesnar's wrestling partner back at the University of Minnesota. And Ricochet, well, Ricochet doesn't need to be, what's the term I'm looking for? Backed by credentials? Because he kind of already does that.
He doesn't like he has all of the experience and all the credentials in the world, but honestly, most of his actions speak for himself.
Definitely, he is one of the best high flyers on the planet, possibly of all time, even.
As we said it before, but Ricochet makes it look easy.
Ricochet makes it look better than easy. He makes it look like beginner stuff. As he takes advantage here, Irish whipping into a dropkick. And there's the power play.
Catches into a high angle German. Kenny taking his time though, only gets a 1.
Ricochet may look small, but he definitely has a lot of strength to him.
Wrapping that boot around the back of the head.
But Benjamin, definitely height and size advantage, looking gargantuan in this matchup.
And there's some of the athleticism from Benjamin that we were talking about. There's some of the power game from Benjamin.
Benjamin is definitely all round a go for the pin. Yeah, he's skilled in striking, he's skilled in wrestling, he has some submission knowledge, but he can also go to top rope very, very convincingly. Ricochet immediately kept flipping out the suplex. That surprised me, holy hell.
Yeah, Ricochet not taking that.
As we said, he makes it look easy. Yes, apparently suplex is very easy to take if you're Ricochet.
Ricochet is such an impressive wrestler. Like he's not that if you were to build a wrestler from the ground up sort of wrestler, but he is very much the sort of like he trained a few very specific things and he's now very good at it.
He doesn't need to be a jack of all trades, to be fair, considering his talent level. But again, there is an argument to being trained in multiple styles. Benjamin definitely a practitioner of that mentality.
As jack of all trades, master of none, I think is a good description of Shelton and Benjamin.
I mean, you really need to be a master to win. That's the question. You can pull different techniques out of nowhere. Super kick!
We saw this last time, super kick, and then into
The complete shot!
This could be. This could be.
Ricochet kicking out. That was the technique that put Samoa Joe out for good. That complete shot really comes out of nowhere as well.
Yes, it's a very, very quick move to hit.
Ricochet going for the top rope. Jumping off into the Hurricane Run and sends Benjamin all the way across the ring.
Up to the second. Just
how many people do a Phoenix Splash from middle rope? Come on. That's a showing off.
That's what, like, everything Ricochet does makes Ricochet seem like he's showing off. It's it's
really
impressive. And Shelton now. Not happy that he lost. He didn't get the pin off the complete shot, apparently.
It looks like he was perhaps going for a wheelbarrow. Bulldog got captured into a suplex by Ricochet.
Ricochet up to the top. 630. That could be it.
I always get the angle wrong, but still impressive. Benjamin loses.
Ricochet picking up his first point in what was a very close contest.
Definitely could have gone either way. Both these men, both formerly members of the New Japan roster, very familiar with the rule set.
You see that complete shot that put away Joe, but Ricochet just able to eke out.
There's that middle rope Phoenix Splash. Amazing looking, especially from the announce booth. I tell you what. There's a flying lariat by Benjamin.
But we know, like, as much as he's said he doesn't want the Hurt Business out here, he is still, he's still representing the Hurt Business, so we can't be too surprised by some of these tactics.
I mean, to be fair, he's used that tactic multiple times, even before the Hurt Business, but I definitely think MVP might be incentivizing it.
But in the end, it is the 630 that puts away Shelton Benjamin and gets Ricochet his first 2 points of the competition.
Yes, it's a hell of a technique, that 630, and Ricochet demonstrated it today, finally getting points on the board for himself. Now, remember when you mentioned upset victories?
Yes, what was probably the biggest upset victory of either of the two blocks for the first round.
That is a funny way of saying the biggest case of broken physics.
Asuka walks into the second round pointless, and that very much could have been because, well, physics just stopped affecting Carmella for a few moments.
Yes, Carmella somehow moved forwards without walking. Doctors apparently have checked on Carmella. She is fine. I've heard. Hopefully she is. The last thing we want is physics not applying to human beings.
Yes. Physics not applying to clothing, that's fine. But physics not applying to human beings, then we're starting to have issues.
Yes. Garments don't hurt people. People hurt people. But yes, Asuka losing to Naomi, a very upset victory in my opinion. I'm only a little biased. Only a little.
Yes, people looking to get their first points in this match.
Actually, I will correct you. That's not the case.
Oh,
no, it is the case.
Yeah, it is the case. Beth also not able to get the points. Riott managing to sneak out the win against Beth in their first round match.
Yes, incidentally, the rest of our women's contests for the evening all have big point ramifications. It's either two people who lost or two people who won last week. Sorry, 2 weeks ago. Last round. There we go. Fixed. But the Glamazon definitely someone to look out for in this tournament. Bringing in the strength that a lot of the other competitors don't have.
Certainly a power game that we won't see in a lot of the rest of the women's division.
Indeed, this is the type of contest you think would be in a Royal Rumble, but nope. This tournament brings a lot of surprises. Asuka winning the chain wrestling.
Lock up again, and now we see some of that strength being applied. Beth just powers Asuka into the corner, looking for a clean break.
Definitely clean break.
Again, just a show of power in the early game.
Yeah, this is definitely a feeling out process. Because just seeing what Asuka would be like or act like in this matchup.
Both women have had powerful, dominant reigns and showings throughout their history.
Indeed. Asuka with a few more than Phoenix, admittedly, but must be admitted if Phoenix went for the modern titles, she might stand a pretty good chance. Snap suplex there by Asuka. As she takes control of the match. Going into that arm breaker.
This maybe looking to soften up the arm for the Asuka lock.
Which is not a terrible tactic. Also stops the glam slam.
We expect this to be one of the more back and forth contests, I think.
Most definitely. This is also a clash of just regional style. Phoenix being raised in the American strength sort of style, the whole strongman approach. And Asuka bringing in technical Japanese.
Into the STF.
A modified STF as well.
Yeah, much higher angle than your Cena or your Bushi STFs.
Yeah, or your Randy Orton stealing your Cenas. Beth with the pin. Not even a 1 count. Asuka powering out.
Ranking on the chin now.
Yes, this is definitely a feeling out process still. Only 2 minutes in. Heading towards the 3-minute mark. Going for a jawbreaker to escape.
Yeah, pushing up on those strong legs. That's the outside. We're yet to see much use of the 20 count. Double chop blocked. Spinning back fist. Backslide bomb.
Beautiful technique there.
Kenny was quite slow on that count. Only managing to get to 4.
I mean, he has to go to 20, he's got to take a breath.
Yeah, I think that was more than just a breath, though.
Beautiful suplex. Didn't go for the bridge.
The legs were in the rope, so couldn't get the bridge off the fisherman suplex.
Smart style there. Just knowing when to go for it, when not to. Asuka bringing in the striking game, throwing Phoenix to the outside.
Asuka might be looking for a count. No, does follow out. Maybe they're going to use the environment some more.
Asuka's accomplishments, they really do speak for themselves. Going into the arm there.
Yeah, cross arm breaker.
But as I was saying, Asuka's accomplishments speak for themselves. one of the longest reigning NXT Women's Champions, undefeated in NXT, the first female Royal Rumble winner, a former SmackDown, Raw, and Women's Tag Team Champion, the most successful Japanese athletes, arguably in WWE history.
Yes, I see some of that, the power submissions.
Yeah, go for the modified torture rack. Sort of technique there. Asuka getting out of it.
Looks to hook it in. The Asuka lock is applied.
Asuka lock is applied. But Phoenix powering out immediately.
Yeah, powering out before the fingers could get properly locked.
That's how you do it. You don't want to get locked in submissions. Asuka going for the clothesline.
Looks for the pin.
Only a 2 count.
We do know that Asuka is a very proficient striker. Any shot she lands could be a knockout blow, but
wait a minute. Teddy's coming out. Glam slam.
That could be it.
Goes for the pin. Staring at the ref there. To ensure the pin's counted as Phoenix wins her first 2 points.
I think that's about as hard-hitting and back and forth of a contest as we were expecting. Neither women really giving an inch.
Indeed, both put on a hell of a performance. But there is a reason the Phoenix is in the Hall of Fame. She is wise beyond her years, talented way beyond them as well. I was able to pick up the victory with a glam slam this evening.
This match really could come down to just who got their last shot in first, and with Beth managing to power out the Asuka lock before it was fully locked in, and then fight up to get them to position for the glam slam. I think it was just that one shot that was going to do it.
Well, Asuka can't blame Carmella or physics for this loss. She simply just got played. Well, it appears as though it's your guys in this contest, so I'm not mistaken.
Yes, both of my men looking to put on a show, and I think show is probably a good description, as this is I'm sure this is on some people's list for dream matches.
I think dream match, yes, but I don't think the crowd are that excited for Shawn Michaels. Like, just listen to the boos.
I think they were just expecting more out of him from the first round, and as much as he didn't seem to miss a beat, he just didn't get any victory. It's like he didn't get the victory. He got kind of stomps towards the end. Like,
what you mean is he got hit in the face with Shinsuke Nakamura's Kinshasa.
Yeah, like
a moment that I will still have in my memory. But to be fair, if I was picking who I'd want to win out of these two, well, I wouldn't pick any because of your choices, but I'd probably choose Balor.
As we saw Balor having a very strong showing last week, or in the first round.
Yes, Balor was able to pick up the victory against KENTA.
Yes, and
another
match that was all my picks.
Yes, a Bullet Club World Tour, so to speak. With European and Japanese members. Ironically, no American members in this tournament.
Yeah, I am slightly surprised that neither of us ended up picking AJ.
I did try, but AJ kind of just was busy. Apparently he was buried alive again. I don't know. But Finn Balor, definitely one to watch. Going back to NXT. and just having a renaissance, so to speak.
Now, something interesting to mention is as I look at the draws going forward, if Finn wins this match, he does face Drew next in the next round matchups.
Yes, that would be good. Both men would be on 4 points if Balor wins. But that would also mean Michaels would join Kenta as having the lowest point of the male division.
Yes, there's a lot of factors as we go into just the second round of the tournament.
Yes, things are laying in place, so to speak. Michaels and Balor, a contest many people dream of. NXT star versus NXT teacher.
Once again, we see this just early show of power.
Yeah, here's the thing, Balor is a small guy. He's a cruiserweight, but he has a lot of strength. I mean, you look at his muscles and you can kind of work that out already, can't you?
Yeah, it's very not the biggest, but very high muscle percentage.
You could probably grate cheese on him.
Not sure why you would, but you could is the point.
I mean, if you're hungry, you know what I mean? I'm not saying do it. Please, no one try to grate cheese on Finn Balor.
Or at least
I,
not without explicit permission first.
yes, please get permission from Finn to grate cheese. Why are we saying this? Of all the things we could be saying in this dream contest, grating cheese.
You are the one that brought it up.
Yeah, admittedly. Balor taking early lead as we focus on the contest now, sending Michaels flying into the corner.
This monkey flip into the corner. Shot
Yeah,
gets him posted up against the corner. Down into the corner and just gets up all the momentum possible into that double stomp, double drop kick.
yeah. Someone was researching Jeff Hardy apparently backstage. Very reminiscent of the charismatic Enigma.
Only a one
Only a
cover.
one cover.
Hardy.
Michaels getting dominated so far.
We saw that in the first round. The chop into the snap net into the pinpoint accuracy on the drop kick to the side of the head.
But Michaels only so far connecting with a single punch.
Yeah, Finn just every time we mentioned it before. Like if you can just keep cutting off your opponent's offense, like
As Balor, of course, familiar with the G1. Very, very familiar with the G1 set. In fact, also very familiar with Best of Super Juniors, being the first ever inaugural second place person. I don't know if that has an official term, but make it a thing, fun. Yes, there we go. Runner up.
Finn Balor took a moment to try and feed off the crowd and gave Shawn Michaels too much time to recover.
I mean, it's not going to be too hard to feed off the crowd. The crowd very much not in Shawn's corner this evening. Balor with a kip flip.
But eats a cross body for his trouble.
Veteran knowledge. Perhaps going for the elbow drop.
Balor out the way. Saito suplex.
Very popular technique. From these competitors, especially those who spend time in Japan.
Finn
Could be seen in the end.
Looking to end it early, but now Shawn's the one out the way.
Mr. Coup de Grace. Modified brainbuster. A little bit of a spin at the end.
Shawn fights to his feet but gets caught. Sit out powerbomb. Chooses not to cover. Kick up from Shawn. Shawn's not out of it yet.
Yes, both these men very athletic. I was about to say young, but then I remembered it's Shawn Michaels. Yes, very athletic, very much quick on their feet. That turnbuckle definitely getting softened up from Balor's head.
Short angle DDT.
Yeah, this doesn't look as effective as a full one, but you gotta realize the angle, the drop there.
Yes, it's puts a lot more pressure on the top of the head.
Yes, it's like a 9 to 5 elbow. It's more so how it's applied than the distance, so to speak. Balor looking to keep the advantage, or at least regain it.
Suplex brings Shawn Michaels back to the inside.
Yes, Balor go for the pin. Only a 2 count on Shawn.
Headbutt blocked. Off the ropes. Just letting him fly.
I believe it's called falling with style. Goes to a pinfall. Only a 1 count. As our Wilhelm sound guy apparently wanted to do a Wilhelm scream again.
Yeah, I don't know why we keep suddenly losing members of the Wilhelm clan.
Yeah, I genuinely didn't know we had members of the Wilhelm clan.
Elbow drop to the small of the back. As Finn was trying to crawl away.
Right on the spine. Balor looking to gain advantage again. Michaels was going for a suplex. Gets countered with a knee.
Looks for the inverted 1916 again.
Looking maybe to get a pinfall from it. And it's enough.
It's enough.
Finn Balor joining the 4-Point Club.
As I mentioned at the beginning, that makes the match with Drew in the next round very interesting.
Yes, not only is it a United Kingdom clash, but it would possibly define the leader of the pack.
Yes, it's the battle for 6 points.
Two very leg-heavy combatants, the Claymore and the Coup de Grace, both relying on leg power. Balor not needing it today, though, with the 1914.
Yes, 1916 being enough. But I don't know. I think Shawn Michaels is finding his rhythm slowly but surely. Like I think that was more of a back and forth contest than the first match was. I think
You say this, but he didn't ever tune the band.
Yeah, I think he is slowly shaking off the rust.
He needs to shake up very quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might come down to just if he can get that rust off and get back into the momentum before the tournament ends.
This man has lost to 2 of the best NXT champions in history. He needs to go back to the drawing board, perhaps.
Got 2 more of your picks, both looking to get off the board, get onto the board, get off the starting block. Sorry.
Yes, both were very unfortunate in their matchups. Bianca by interference, it must be said.
Bianca losing to Zelina Vega. Billie Kay losing to Dakota Kai.
Yes, both were robbed in my opinion. Though to be fair, Zelina Vega is also one of my picks, so... Still, I have faith in these two. You know, you get off to a rocky start, but you pick up steam and you do well at the end. That hair's defied physics.
But still less than Carmella did.
Yes, remember, hair-defying physics we're okay with. Clothes we're fine with. It's when it's people.
Yeah.
And now the person who opened our round 1 for Group A.
Has opened the whole tournament was Billie Kay, being of course accompanied to the ring by Peyton Royce.
Yes, it was an unfortunate loss to Dakota Kai. But, I think Billie Kay will have re-strategized, Does say in her resume, skilled.
Yes, this is the benefit of having someone to bounce ideas off of and take the time to plan with. Get that additional perspective.
Yes. But yes, Miss Shawn Spears there. Accompanying the most hireable person in WWE history. By the way, have you read her resume? It's quite intense.
I've been rather busy.
Yeah, I must admit there was one spelling mistake. Just one.
It's a real bad start.
I know, right? Anyway, Billie Kay with the power. Both of these athletes, both powerful, to be fair.
Billie Kay looking to throw some doubt on the claim of Belair being the strongest.
I mean, that is definitely the case, but
Belair answering that question with a squatting suplex.
So I was about to say, I don't think Bianca Belair would like that. And yep, good summary.
Headlock transitions. Overhead arm. Countered hammerlock.
But yes, this is a contest to try and get on the board. Both females here looking for that opportunity.
Someone is guaranteed points, although it's worth mentioning, though it hasn't come up yet. There is still the possibility of ties. We could see both of these women walking out with 1 point, but in some combination there is 2 points up for play.
Yes. Now here's the thing. You gotta think there is a psychological element to this, because Billie Kay, back in NXT, did nearly yank Bianca Belair's hair out.
Yes, we've seen the break, like the gimmick was broken within the first few weeks, and it was quite an impressive sight.
Yes. To be fair, if you're gonna go out in style. DDT by Billie Kay. It's the opportunity for the kick. Nearly backdropped for the troubles. Gets flying lariated.
Yeah, lands on her feet, follows up with a hell of a clothesline.
Double throat chop. Into the sit-out jawbreaker.
Just stomping on the midsection.
We approach the 3-minute mark.
When
Belair not with momentum. Everything riding on Billie Kay.
yeah, since Belair got distracted by Peyton, Billie's basically been in the driver's seat.
Well, that's the tactic. Let your friend give you an opportunity, so to speak.
You got to think, if you are facing someone who has someone in their corner, you've just got to drown them out as much as possible. But you've also got to keep an eye on them, because you never know if they're gonna try and do something behind the ref's back.
That's true. See, what I would try to do, I try to keep my offense to the other side of the ring. just stay away from the ropes on that side. You never know, they could reach in, force a pin break. Only one count, Belair.
Yeah, hit the split leg drop. Did K.
Belair sending K to the outside.
Clothesline ducked. Soulbutt to the midsection. Single leg drop kick takes Belair down.
Again, not much utilization of the 20 count. So far in the tournament, still early days. Belair looking for a falling powerbomb connects.
Yes, the broken powerbomb.
Or as I'm going to just refer to it, the oopsie daisy. Belair's hair currently being a scarf.
It's been wrapped around her most of the match.
Looking for the torture rack. Kate gets out of it. It's a snap suplex float over.
Only a one count. Back to the chin lock. Just wrenching back at the neck.
Yes, whoever loses this contest will be last place in our women's Group A.
Yes, surprisingly down there with Asuka.
And yes, they'll be tying with Asuka. A very interesting contest.
Double underhook. Well, she failed to do a glam slam. I don't know if that was the intention.
It was a tribute. We'll go with
Godbuster. It's the corner. Spear blocked into the DDT.
Here we go. Big boot misses.
Caught. Again.
Belair.
Actually, kind of hitting a glam slam this time.
Yes. A EST version of the Glam Slam.
Yeah, it's out the sit out. Goes to the top.
450 connects.
She has enough to cover.
And Kay joins the losers team. And Belair joins on the board with 2 points. In a very cluttered 2-point situation. Only 2 people now without points.
Yes, there's a lot bigger spread of points, I think, in the women's division. Or at least there will be by the end of the night.
Yes, only Billie Kay and Asuka unable to get points by round 2, with 2 losses each. And there's 2 more women's matches that will decide the front runners, so to speak. That'll be later on tonight. But now Belair going to enjoy her first victory of the tournament.
Belair very happy with herself, able to avenge the loss from the first round and start kicking off some momentum in the tournament.
Yes, Peyton and Billie will have to go back to drawing board yet again to hopefully score points in round 3. The crowd chanting for one of the most addictive thieves in wrestling. It's time for the tactician of the tournament / Snow White 7 Dwarf Dance impersonator, Sami Zayn.
Yes, looking to well, honestly, just hoping that there's no Gargano interference this time.
Yes, unfortunately, Zayn did lose by Gargano interference. No idea why that happened. But it must be said, Zayn did hold his own,
Yes,
which I can respect.
yes, he wasn't able to fight back after taking the shot from Gargano.
Yes. The
But
Gargano effect did not put him out the contest. The Claymore did, but not Gargano.
you've got to think that Sami cannot be happy losing with in a match featuring interference like that.
I mean, in a way, you'll probably just think it's a bloody conspiracy theory, let's be real. Let's move to his opponent. Equal chance for the man of the yes movement, Daniel Bryan.
So I definitely think this is a bit of a fan favorite matchup here. Crowd might be a little split on who they chanting for. Might be a bit back and forth, but would not
I bet
surprise me if the yes chant ends up ringing louder.
it would not surprise you as well. Daniel Bryan sparking a movement over a simple three-letter word. And a two-letter word now I think about it. But you can see the hands pointing to the sky.
It's the embodiment of able to do everything with the right amount of will versus the ability to do anything with the right amount of brains.
Yes. It is Ring of Honor. 2 generations of Ring of Honor. Or at least closely related. I don't know Sami Zayn's related.
As we do know, Sami Zayn was very good friends with El Generico.
Yes, that's exactly why. Who is currently at an orphanage in El Tijuana, Mexico. Bryan looking to score the early lead with the running drop kicks.
Only going for a pair, not going forever.
Sami's
Just another dropkick to the head.
Yeah, Sami Zayn, one of NXT's best champions, one would argue. Definitely one of its most heartfelt champions. Fighting against a man who was at NXT back in the reality show days.
Yes. Sami Zayn also, however, maybe one of the first examples of the call-up curse.
Something Michael Tarver. Or Johnny Curtis.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. Walker for all.
The modern call-up curse.
Okay, better say we could keep going with Michael McGillicuddy.
The modern call-up curse.
Husky Harris. That's a name I didn't think I'd be saying during the tournament, but Sami looking to take advantage, go for the pin. Well, actually, no. Bo Dallas would probably be that, right?
Yeah, Bo Dallas is also one of the early examples of the modern call-up curse.
Bo Dallas, Neville, arguably Biggie Langston.
I feel like Neville and Biggie probably had enough
Tyler
stuff going for them.
Breeze, Tyson Kidd,
Tyler Breeze, yeah. Tyson Kidd was more of an injury problem.
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves was also an injury problem.
Sorry, Corey, I know you at the commentary desk. Love you. Trying to think who else. It's a long list.
It's an unfortunately long list.
Samoa Joe,
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, Dean Ambrose,
Ricochet.
the Viking Experience.
War Machine.
No.
War Machine.
No. That's a Marvel character. Deal with it.
War Machine.
Joe Coffey is not Iron Man. I rest my case.
No, but Joe Coffey is also not part of the War Machine.
No, it's just War Machine, not the War Machine. They want definitive. Kenny is down.
Kenny took a bump.
Kenny doing what he does best. Quick to his feet, though. Must be said.
Yeah, Kenny not staying down for long. It is ready for the cover, but still only a 1 count.
Yes, with those red shoes.
Just
You
about,
got it.
yes.
Just about burgundy shoes. The ass kick's gonna connect. Capitalizing the yes kicks or no kicks, depending on your flavor. Sami not getting eliminated by him.
Yeah, barrage to the midsection, followed with one big roundhouse kick to the head. Not enough to take him out. Ooh, but this might.
The label lock. Or yes lock, or no lock, depending on your flavor.
Sami forced to tap.
Yes, to the lock of many names. As Daniel Bryan joins the 4-Point Club. And Sami Zayn joins the 2-Loss Club. Now, it must be said, Daniel Bryan definitely had the, shall we say, dominance in the matchup.
I would certainly say that was one of the more one-sided matches we've had tonight.
Yeah, Sami Zayn tried his best, but just could not stop the yes movement. There you see the label lock, yes lock or no lock. Or grip the crossface. Claiming yet another victim.
Yeah, whatever you call it effective.
Yes. I guess you don't want to call this a comeback. This is more so just another stepping stone for Daniel Bryan. Congratulations to Daniel Bryan.
Move on with the woman that got the first 2 points of the whole contest.
Yes. And the pick you were very excited to get.
I do like me some Dakota Kai. A very impressive striker. I think both of them, like both of these are my picks, and in a way I think they're both dark horses in different reasons. I think Dakota Kai is a dark horse because of a lack of experience, almost a lack of showing. Although we are seeing that more and more on the NXT roster, that sort of fade away. And Naomi, just because, well, she gets a lot of bad luck, I think.
I just don't know why you picked her. And I stand by it.
Well, one woman tonight will walk out with 2 points, and the other will walk out with 4 points, unless we have a draw, and both will walk out with 3.
Yes, but so far there has been 0 draws. But yes, here is Naomi. I would say with more hype, but I'll be honest, I never got the Naomi hype. Yeah, the unsuccessful winner of NXT Season 3. It's weird how that reality show keeps coming back. Yes, Naomi successful in the Keijo match against Asuka.
Yes, managing to catch Asuka unawares while
Thanks to physics.
while physics was failing Carmella.
Yes. Physics just did not apply that day. Whoever wins this match will take the lead temporarily. At least temporarily on their own. There's Kai and Naomi
Naomi,
both looking to take it.
yeah, Naomi starting out with some chain wrestling, working the arm. Kai getting the upper
Kai.
hand. Fujiwara.
Naomi rolling out.
Arm drag from Kai.
So far, very even contest.
Kick blocked. Snap net.
Bringing it to the knee. Dragging Naomi to the ropes.
Using the rope to assist her for that kick.
I think it was more a knee, but whatever you call it, effective. Flip over clothesline there by Naomi.
This is the more of the speed I think I was expecting from these two. I was not expecting to start with chain wrestling now, but now I think the momentum's starting to roll, flow over into the cover.
Not even a 1 count though, as we're still in the first minute. And towards 1.5 minutes contest. Dakota Kai is seeming to favor the single leg dropkick this round. Hitting 3 so far.
Rolling over that single leg monkey flip.
Taking some breathing room for herself.
Running with a forearm. Picks Naomi up.
But yes, you mentioned earlier in Sami Zayn's content, you gotta be unhappy when you lose to interference. You gotta think Naomi might be questioning her victory, given it was due to physics.
It's also worth mentioning Naomi's music did play during a B block match as well. During the during Paige and Natalia's match.
Yes, I believe it was to favor Natalya. Mutual decision. From my understanding, Naomi and Paige are friends. So we're unaware why that was the case.
And still yet to see any consequences from that.
Goes for the knee, misses. A Bubba Bomb connects.
Dropping Kai on a tailbone. Kai managing to sleep out in the back with the suplex. Cubbing blows to the back of Naomi.
Just bringing in a sense of aggression. Snap is in a float. Only a 1.
Dakota Kai catching a breath. Gets caught.
Naomi trying to feel the glow. No need for the ultraviolet. Double clothesline, single leg drop kick. Starting to feel it.
Split leg moonsault. We saw that bring an end to the brawl she had with Asuka after the match.
Yeah, it's a very effective maneuver. Bring all your weight down on your opponent. Naomi into the fireman's carry though. Stun gunning. Kai on the ropes.
Through looking for the submission. The Feel the Glow submission is locked in.
Very unorthodox submission. Trying to crack the neck and pull the arms apart.
Unfortunately, left Dakota Kai's strongest weapons free.
Yes, Kai, a woman of educated feet.
Chiropractor.
as demonstrated with the chiropractor.
That's how she won the first round match.
It's a beautiful technique. Only a 2 count on Naomi, though.
Naomi just enough to power out. Dakota Kai looking to follow up. Naomi caught the boot.
Naomi hoping a single leg Boston will do it.
Yeah, attacking the legs this time, taking away the powerful striking and kicking game of Dakota Kai. Kai managing to fight out.
Naomi is looking to take advantage of Kai in the corner, missed the opportunity.
Sends Kai over the ropes. Naomi looking to taunt. Throwing shade in the face of Kai.
Once again, trying to feel the glow.
Just
An
almost,
interesting choice.
yeah, just waiting for her to get in, and I think suffered for that. I want to say arrogance there from Naomi. Maybe getting a bit too much confidence after beating Asuka.
I would definitely say arrogance. Kai drawing a line in the sand.
Crucifix bomb.
Into the pin. Another Wilhelm clan member died.
Which is a shame.
Keep your tally going, lads.
Naomi sent to the corner.
Using the educated feet.
Running face wash. Cleaning a boot on Naomi's face.
See by Kai into the 3. As Kai takes the lead in the female group A.
Yes, puts her up into 4 points.
Yes, she will be. She's by yawning the first person in the female division with 2 points.
I'm sure Kai very happy with that result.
Gotta think so. Definitely put on a lot of work to get there. In the end, using the feet to the advantage.
Yes, we always expect those big kicks to land, and when those big kicks do, it's almost always a victory for Dakota Kai.
Yes, congratulations to Dakota Kai, first female with 4 points in the entire tournament. And now for the final female match of Group A. And I believe it's me versus you, so to speak.
Yes, I have Riott and you have Baszler, and both of them looking to join Kai in the 4-point club.
Yes, both were very able and willing to score their 2 points last round. Riott beating Beth Phoenix and Baszler beating Sonya Deville. Both women, NXT, born and bred. Both raring to go.
I think it's fair to say we expect this to be another hard-hitting contest. Which
I would imagine so.
Yeah, which may be worth talking about the strategy if Baszler might want to go more for the submission game in this match.
You know, I'm not certain she needs to. I think, technically speaking, Baszler has the advantage in strikes and submissions. You know, Baszler raised in the octagon, a friend of Ronda Rousey, and a lot of power in those punches.
As I think there is definitely an advantage to be given to Shayna Baszler in this match, though. Ruby Riott does wrestle a rather unorthodox style that Shayna might not be quite prepared for.
Still, if I'm putting my money on anything, put it on, quite frankly, my best performing female of the division. I have to put my money on Baszler. If anyone could do it, it is her.
Yeah, as much as Ruby Riott is my pick, I would have to admit that it's probably an upset for her to win this match.
I mean, I thought it was an upset for Zelina to win round 1. It does happen. Baszler immediately trying to go for ground and pound.
And snap suplexes. So far, we are seeing a back and forth, a trading of offense.
Yes, but Baszler again going for the grounded offense.
Yeah, stomping at the hand now.
That is a torturous one. That's also connected to the wrist. And that's going to hurt a lot more,
Yeah, just
especially later on.
causing pain that could rush through all of those little joints and ligaments.
Yeah, it makes every strike hurt every bit more for you. Adds up. Riott looking to take early advantage.
Baszler powering a way out, but Ruby managing to keep in control.
As Baszler, former NXT Women's Champion, Riott was never able to claim that title for her own.
Well, knees to the back, but Ruby manages to pop up.
It's not to undermine Ruby Riott. She's a skilled athlete.
Baszler having to roll out. Take a breath.
It's tactics. They pay up. Combination there from Baszler. What it taps. That adds up.
Into the
Beautiful. Beautiful cross arm breaker. The combination she did also very key. Each place you tap lets more egg on those particular parts.
Yes.
That'll add up in the long run. Smart tactics.
To a Kimura lock.
Looking to end it perhaps quickly. Kimura technique of Brock Lesnar. Unable to tap out Ruby Riott here.
As much as we are seeing that striking game from Baszler, like she has been putting on submissions. Like I think I nailed it. It's like you've got someone who can match you in strikes, then take it down to the mat, take it down to the submissions. Like that is where Shayna has the bigger advantage in this match.
I believe you're right, but I also believe the strikes are aiding that submission game.
Yes,
You know,
like Shayna, as far as a striker, is a accurate striker. She's a pinpoint striker. She's not hitting you to hit you. She's hitting you to weaken you up.
Pinpoint is an underestimate, frankly. She's someone that could knock you out simply punching you in the jaw. She's a very skilled fighter, and this is where she excels.
She's again working the arm. I think Shayna has a game plan here.
Baszler turning opponent back down to the mount the kick. That's just what she does on a regular basis. Baszler, of course, definitely more of a submission individual, having won 13 of her 15 MMA contests that way.
She doesn't have the nickname the Submission Magician for no reason.
She also doesn't just have the nickname the Queen of Spades for nothing. She is the queen of her own techniques. And in many ways, without peer.
Yes, hits some sort of sidewalk slam and then once again working that arm.
Smart technique. We saw the Kimura earlier the contest. Beautiful roundhouse.
So the Kimura, we've seen the cross arm breaker. We had the shoulder lock. She has been working the arm throughout the match.
And now a gut wrench.
Floats over, looks to hit a second.
This is the power. We talked about Baszler as a striker. We talked about submissions. We didn't talk a power game. Just to the pin. That's enough to get the victory. Baszler's strategy just wearing it. Riott coming to a head.
Yes, you take out the shoulders. You take out one of the strongest parts of kicking out.
Yes. Baszler didn't even need to weaken the legs to prevent the weak Riott.
just kept attacking the arms, attacking the shoulders. So when the moment came to pin, she just didn't have the effort, didn't have the strength in the shoulders to power up.
Yes, and Baszler now joint first with Dakota Kai
And
in
isn't
points
that
for
an interesting combination for the top? Two women that have
yes,
had no short of animosity between the two of them.
yes, both. I'm very excited to see if they fight, what round they do, but for now, looks like we're split one each for the top in Group A. Well, it's the main event, and I would be a bit worried if I was Joe going into this matchup.
Yes, Joe down points compared to his opponent, down on momentum compared to his opponent. We talked about ring rust last time, but both have had a lot of experience fighting each other as we look to reinvigorate a NXT title feud as our main event tonight.
Yes, a feud that spanned the good few months of NXT programming. You all know Joe's legitimacy. That does not need documentation. But I fear that history might favor his opponent today. As returning to main event for the second round, after beating Shawn Michaels in round one, it is the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura.
This is going to be a very back and forth contest. Like we've seen the previous versions and they were back and forth, but now we have that experience factor. The two know each other well by this point.
Yes, these are two men that frankly no one, if you had told me 4 years ago that these two people, it's like 5 years ago, that these two would be in WWE, I would have laughed it off. I would have thought you were kidding me. But these are two of the most dominant wrestlers on the planet. The Samoan submission machine, the king of strong style. This is going to be one hell of a contest. As Shinsuke looking to set the sun that is Samoa Joe.
Shin looking to join Finn and Drew in the 4 Point Club. And Joe
Yes,
looking to get off the mark.
yes, Joe hoping to avoid the 0 Point Club. There's the charisma of Shinsuke. Playing into effect.
Yeah, just the mind games of Nakamura.
Ushigoroshi.
Ushigoroshi.
Right the bat. This is not going to be a pretty contest. These are two people who are skilled in submissions in different ways. Joe, expert at the point of being called the Samoan submission machine, and Nakamura, a man that was so good in mixed martial arts, he was offered a UFC contract in the past.
Yes, two men that have both a great understanding of submissions and strikes.
Yes,
As we see a heel hook, but too close to the ropes is the call from Kenny.
yes. I don't think Joe's worried about that, though. I think Joe wants to get every bit of momentum he can get. Weakening the leg stops the strikes, the kicks of the Nakamura, also the Kinshasa. Alley-oop.
Nakamura now just riding momentum. Flurry of kicks, clothesline in the corner, into that alley-oop.
Yeah, this is where Nakamura exhales. It's with a crowd. It's with the roar of the audience. We saw this as much with his debut and Sami Zayn at NXT TakeOver.
Yes, another match we are destined to repeat in this side of the bracket.
Yes, a 5-star matchup in its own right, frankly. Many people refer to that match as one of the best in NXT history. There is a reason for that.
It's not very often I even bother considering the ideas of match of the year candidates, but that Sami Zayn Nakamura match is one of those matches that I watched and went, this is a match of the year candidate.
Yes, NXT pumped out quite a few of those. I remember the North American title match to crown the inaugural. That one probably already was in there too. There's Joe's knowledge on Nakamura. He was good for the kick.
Ducks the kick, picks the leg, and then an inverted suplex off the ground.
Just for the pin, another rope break. Nakamura using the ring to his advantage.
Using the ring, using those long legs.
We're seeing Shining Wizard.
Just kick to the back of the head.
What, he was going for the Shining Wizard then? Don't know why.
Picks him up. Puts him down.
With a deadlift powerbomb. The strength on display there to lift your opponent from mat to the air to the mat again. Joe being hung up into the tree of woe. Backstabber. Nakamura is getting cocky against Saito for his troubles.
As we know, Samoa Joe also very good suplex expert. Uranagi connects.
Yes, the Uranagi, a trademark technique of Joe. Joe looking to pick up the pieces. Might be looking to end the contest quickly.
Hooks in the Coquina clutch. Gets the hooks right in, but...
Rope break again!
Yeah, falling back into the ropes. Joe, like...
Joe's rust.
Yeah, we were talking about the rust, and now, like, last week that came as poor decisions. This is just lack of ring awareness.
Yes, 4 failed submissions. That's the Nakamura special suplex.
Yeah, the inverted exploder.
Goes for the pin. Joe not being fully aware, missing his opportunities. He's going to bite him. Whenever the kid shots him, misses it.
Yeah. Joe countering with a drop toe hold. Sends Nakamura into the corner. Sets him up.
A technique we've not seen in a while. Muscle Buster. Can Niku Man eat your heart out? Pinned by Joe. 2. Joe avoiding the Losers Club. Scoring a victory on Nakamura this evening.
And again, in the end, it came down to that, like, that knowledge, that experience the two had. Like you saw these mistakes, all the rope breaks, all of the getting caught in the ropes, but when it counted, when Nakamura was getting ready to deliver the Kinshasa, getting ready to hit that final shot, that was the moment we saw the smarts of Joe.
Yes, indeed. Joe, a little rusty, but still able to pull out a victory against Shinsuke Nakamura, putting himself in the 2-point league. Joint second place with a lot of other athletes. Joe tying with Shelton, Benjamin, Ricochet, and Shinsuke now.
Yes, the points are starting to disperse and vary quite a lot of both divisions, and we'll see how that the second round matches up shakes up for the B block next week as that starts getting spread out.
Indeed, but until then, I am Bradox with my colleague Alex Angel, wishing you a good evening.
Ta-ra!
Take care.